He's dangerous. He's got dynamite in both fists.
This is a big fight for boxing fans all around the world.
How to exploit Joe's weaknesses and recognise his strengths.
Frank Warren suggested that the winner of this fight will go on.
Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by heavyweight contender Nathan Gorman. How you doing?
All good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. We saw you out not too long ago, of course, against Richard Lasti during the lockdown, so no fans in attendance. Just tell us a little bit about that experience and how you found it.
It was a good experience, but a weird one at the same time. Obviously, not walking out to a crowd it's weird because usually when you walk out and you've got a few thousand people there and they start chanting and screaming and that, it gives you a pump, gets your adrenaline going. So when you walk out to no one, it's a weird one. Definitely weird.
You've got your kids here with you. They seem in good spirits, which is nice to see.
Yeah, thank God, mate. All good. They're all good this end. That's the main thing.
You were quite self-critical after the Lasti performance, not just of what happened in the ring, but your condition as well.
Yeah.
Having kind of looked back on it since then, are you being a bit kinder to yourself?
No, not at all. It was a good win. Don't get me wrong. For me personally, it was a good win to get back into boxing and get the rounds underneath me. I had an 18-month layoff and coming where I come from, off a defeat, it was a bit of a pill to swallow. I gained a lot of weight. I went to 24, 25 stone. So I lost, I know, a lot of weight, mate. It's too much, really. I lost 4.5 stone to get back to the Lasti fight. Because usually I box around 18.5 stone usually. But for me, it was a good win and it was good to get back boxing it. It was the win I needed to fall back in love with boxing, which it has done. Now I've been back training since the Lasti fight. It's been 5-6 weeks or something like that. I was back in the gym on the Wednesday, so I've been training really hard. I've lost a lot more weight. I've lost another 10-12 pounds. So we're just right on track.
When are you likely to be back in the ring? When will we see you?
I spoke with Frank last week, looking to get out after the new year, so about February time, ideally. And
it seems, no one knows for sure, but it seems the winner of DUBOIS Joyce on Saturday will probably relinquish the British title. You seem to be one of the leading contenders for that. We spoke to Fabio Wardley yesterday. He felt that you and him were the two kind of leading contenders for that British title should it be vacated. Would you go along with that?
Yeah, I agree with Fabio. Yeah, I definitely agree with him. He had a very good win on Saturday against, obviously, Lasti. I fully agree with him. The winner of Joyce and DUBOIS might not vacate. No, I don't know. They might not. They might want to keep hold of it. I doubt it because I'd imagine the winner would be into world title content. World title honours. But if they do, then obviously me and Wardley's in line. I'd imagine. I can't see really no one else there.
And is that a fight you'd fancy? I mean, he was very respectful about you, as I'm sure you are with him. But
I know Fabio. Listen, he's a very good fighter and he's a very respectful man. I know him personally because I've had him in camp when I was preparing for Daniel as for sparring and that. He's a really nice lad. And as well as he'd say, I'd welcome that fight with open arms. I would.
Now, you've obviously fought Daniel and had some experience with him as amateurs as well. But what about Joyce? Have you ever kind of crossed paths with him?
Yeah, I've sparred Joyce. A fair bit. I sparred him on GB. I sparred him also when he was turning over with David A. A lot of people are writing him off, mate. Trust me, it's a genuine 50-50 fight in my opinion. Joyce has got the experience with the Olympic background and stuff. But on the other hand, if Daniel hits him, it could end in one round. If Daniel hits him, that's this fight. It can end in one round. But for me, if it goes over 6, Joe Joyce, I favour Joe Joyce. But if it goes under 6, I'll favour Daniel. The thing is, no one's really seen Daniel in the later rounds yet, including myself. Even though I've boxed him, no one's seen him push back and into the later rounds yet. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Will he adapt to it? Will he like it? I don't know. Like I said before, he might just generally go out, catch Joe Joyce with a massive backhand in the first round, it could be over, because potentially that could happen. So, vice versa. So everyone's forgetting how hard Joe Joyce can punch.
You said a lot of people are underrating Joe Joyce. Do you think he's one of those fighters that you only appreciate how good he is once you've actually been in with him? You don't get it on the TV.
Yep, that's 1,000,000%. I think you can speak for anyone what's boxed or sparred Joe. You look at him outside the ring, you think, oh, I can catch him with this, I can catch him with that shot. Until you're in there, then he hits you with shots you shouldn't get hit by, and they hurt. You know what I mean? That's when you appreciate Joe Joyce.
And what about Daniel? I mean, you must have studied him loads before you got in the ring with him. You'd obviously sparred him before as well. But what did he do on the night that perhaps surprised you? Because I know you're not happy with how you performed, but what did he do that was better than you expected? Yeah,
obviously, listen, whatever happened with me and whatever is irrelevant. He beat me on the night, and you got to commend him for that. You know, he's got a very good team around him. I think Martin Bauer's doing an exceptional job with him. Has done. He's distance, he's timing, he's distance. He's got a very good jab. He gets in and out of range quite good. He does the basics very, very well, and they're very effective.
And we have to ask, gun to the head kind of time, metaphorically speaking. Forget there's kids in the car for a second. Shouldn't be talking about guns at all.
No, they've gone out now. They've gone out now.
But if you had to pick, I mean, you've already said it'll be either Daniel Early or Joe Late. Which do you think's more likely?
Oh, truthfully, I don't know why. I do know why. I've been saying to my dad all week and all month. I got a feeling Joe Joyce is going to beat him in the late rounds. I just got that feeling. But on the other hand, it wouldn't surprise me if Daniel, like I said, knocked him out 1 or 2 rounds. So I honestly believe it's a genuine 50-50. I really do. So I haven't given you a yes or no there, have I?
If you had to bet your house on it, which of those scenarios would you bet on?
I'll go for Joe Joyce.
All right.
I'm not being horrible because Daniel beat me or anything. I'm not being like spiteful or holding grudges. But if I just had my last pound coin, I'd put it on Joe Joyce. Listen, it could alter, and Daniel could splatter in 1 round. I don't know, but I don't know. It's got something telling me about Joe Joyce. Hopefully, he does do it. I'd like to see Joe Joyce win.
I think a lot of people he has been written off.
A lot of people are writing him off.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice. It'd be nice to see the underdog win.
Great stuff. Well, really, really appreciate the insight. I'll let you get back to the shopping.
Yeah, shopping.
I'm sure you're the one who's actually doing it, but I'll let you get back to waiting for the fans.
I hate it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think most men do.
Yes, Dan.
Definitely. Hopefully, a new next fight will get announced for you pretty soon. We'll have another chat then when we know who it's going to be.
Definitely, brother.
Brilliant. All right, mate.
Good speaking, mate. Anyway, take care, Dan.